All right, you guys, let's talk. I had posted a question in the group just a few minutes ago, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So, what happened was today I decided, you know what, man, we've been we've been on a winning streak. Let me check and see how many wins in a row that we are at for my particular group, and I'll tell you guys the number this week. So we are at 5-5 this week. We've won five. I sent out 5 trades, 5 straight wins, and this is on Tuesday or Wednesday. So I knew that today's news events were going to be making havoc of the markets, and so basically. We had the ADP news events come out, and then ISM came out around 10 o'clock. Well, you guys know me. You've been, when I was doing my free class, I told you guys ain't much going to happen after basically 10 or 11 o'clock. After the first hour and a half of the New York Open, the market begins to go slow. So there's no need to trade. So I decided, man, I'm not, what's the point of trading? And I'm going to tell you guys this. The honest truth is the less trades you take, man, the more profits you make, the more accurate you are. But here's the bigger thing, man, is the less stress you deal with. And so I asked the group a question, and I posted in a question in a post in my group. I asked them, I said, hey, would you have preferred to miss out on a very, very good trade? And, you say, man, I wish I wouldn't have took that trade, knowing that the day that the trade was coming out was going to be a very, very heavy news event? Or would you deal with the pain of taking a trade when you told yourself, man, I'm not going to trade today because I already know it's not going to be a good day, and you end up losing? So the question was, which feeling can you handle better? Knowing that, hey, my setup was right, but, hey, I should have took the trade, or I could have took it, but I already knew the day was going to be bad, but it still worked out. So praise God. Or, the feeling of knowing that you told yourself, man, I don't think today is going to be a good day for me to take trades. And you went on and took trades anyway, knowing full well in your soul, you was like, man, I don't know, something don't feel right. And then you end up losing trades. So you have to ask yourself the question, do you handle the emotions of missing out on a trade better than forging ahead, taking trades on days when you knew you should not have, and now you lost money? From my experience, for me, when I miss a good trade, I think about it for a minute, I get upset with myself, and I say, man, that sure was a good trade. But then I think, would I have broken my rules to have taken a trade? And I have to weigh that, and I'm like, man, well, at least I know my analysis was right, and I move on with my day. But if I put money on the table and lost a bunch of money on the trade, knowing full well that I said I wasn't going to do it, that feeling stays with me for hours throughout the day. And if I'm taking less trades per day, 1 to 2, 3 trades max a day, then that means that one trade that ate up my profits, guess what? I'm thinking about that all day long. So a missed trade that turned out to work out well is something that I'll think about for a little bit, and then I move on with my day. But to take a losing trade on the day that I told myself not to take trades, it lasts a lot longer. So you guys have to decide which feeling you want to deal with, because you're going to have to deal with it. This is the nature of the business. But for me, I prefer to just deal with the feeling of saying, man, that was a nice setup. I'm glad it worked out. But again, I stuck to my rules. But you guys decide. Let me know which feeling you prefer. Okay?